What is my relationship with money at 20 years old? My relationship with money right now at 20 years old is I don't really know anything about money. I don't know how money works. All I know is that I work a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week. I know what my paycheck's going to look like every week, and I know that it's probably in my best interest to save some of that money and just not spend all my money on, unimportant stuff. So right now I'm just trying to learn more about money, and this is something that I've honestly just became curious about. I'm, I, I really don't know how money works. For the longest time I thought money was just cash. I don't know how to invest money. I don't know what's the, where to put my money, other than I know money's a tool and I respect money, because you can't just be, out here just, misusing your money and spending it on dumb things. If you want to, have that comfortability of knowing that if something came up that you needed to pay for, you have that money put away that you could pay for it. So right now, when I get a paycheck, I know I have a pretty good idea of what I spend every week, just on basic expenses like coffee, food, gas, other things that I spend my money on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not out here making big purchases on anything. The last big purchase that I made was probably on, a winter jacket, because I live in New England, so it gets pretty cold here during the winter, and I just needed a new jacket. So that's really the last like big purchase that I made. But for the most part, I try to save half my paycheck every week, unless there's something that I need to spend my money on that week. Just I like to just save my money just in case an opportunity comes up to, either go on like a vacation, travel somewhere. That's really what I want to spend my money towards, is, traveling and having good experiences, and just seeing new places. That's really what I enjoy the most, spending my money on. And that's something that I don't have an issue spending money on, because that's really just what I enjoy doing and what I've had the most, I guess you could say, return on my investment. But I definitely am more curious about how money works. That's why I just got this book, The Psychology of Money, and just learning more about credit, going into debt. I don't understand, like, because I really don't understand when you see people like billionaires talking about their $2 billion in debt. That just makes absolutely no sense to me, and that's something that I need to learn about, and that's something that I'm getting more curious about. I just got my first credit card. I needed to learn how credit works. You need to have a good credit score, especially if I want to make big purchases in the future, like buying a house, buying a car. They're going to look at that stuff. So these are things that I'm, trying to learn about every day. I'm just I just want to learn more about investing and, where I should be putting my money, because I know just letting my money sit in a savings account it's not going to do anything for me. And I think the best investment right now for myself is to invest in a skill that's gonna get me paid more than just for my time, and paid more for the value that I could give someone, instead of getting paid for my time. Because right now I'm just getting paid for my 40 hours a week, just for me to show up somewhere and be there for that amount of time. So there's still a lot I need to learn about money. I respect money. I know money's a tool that you could use. I know money's not everything, there's a lot more things that are more important than money, but at the end of the day, you need money to do anything in this world. So I know, money you can do a lot with if you use it right. So if you're around my age and, I'm just curious about what your relationship is with money, if you could leave a comment in the comment section.